If only I had been young and accomplished without insecurity, and understood what is truly precious. I've found the location of the 9 Venoms Palace, northeast direction, about 400 li from here, however. Inside 9 Venoms Palace, there's someone whose bloodline aura is extremely similar to Elder Wei's. Elder Wei, maybe that so-called one-sided love of yours wasn't as pure as you said. Similar to my bloodline aura? Are you saying, my child? Impossible. Hurry, follow him. Based on what I know about Elder Wei, even with a past as colorful as his, he wouldn't lie about something like this. Humph, but the resonance of a primordial spirit doesn't lie. There's definitely something fishy going on. Found it. This poisonous mist can devour my spiritual energy. She once mentioned that this miasma formation draws upon the entire poison mist forest's natural power. As expected, it cannot be easily broken, but this formation needs to be activated manually. We didn't arrive with killing intent, so why activate such a deadly formation to welcome guests? First they trap Palace Master Shi, then use a poison array to block us. Seems like this 9 Venoms Palace is up to no good. Sect Master, we're the ones who came here uninvited. The all-time strongest sect, ChangXiao, accompanied by sect elders Wei Qingfeng and ChangXiao, we're here to visit the 9 Venoms Palace. Mother Wei Qingfeng is here, should I see him? I'm torn. On the one hand, I want to see this scumbag with my own eyes. On the other hand, I worry that once I see him, I won't be able to stop myself from killing him. Meanwhile, inside the 9 Venoms Palace, Poison Altar. ChangXiao? That's the one you're close with, right? Seems like Master's warning back then, you didn't take it to heart either. Senior sister, stop now. The one who can turn the tide has already arrived. No reaction at all? I thought after the global live stream, I'd be famous enough to walk through any door, huh? At least throw a punch or something. I'm firmly against throwing the first strike. Oh? They're moving. I suppose that's an invitation. Sect Master, just walking in like this, aren't we stepping into their trap? I'm not afraid of traps. What I'm afraid of is them not making a move. After all, I suck at talking things out. Heavenly thunder and righteous fire shall burn all filth to ash. And I've got 12 more flames of this level. Palace Master of 9 Venoms, if you don't want your sect's heritage to be turned to ashes today, hand over Palace Master Shi. Wei Qingfeng, you still have cultivation? That voice? So, you really have completely forgotten my mother. Mother? Don't tell me, your mother is Cece? You still have cultivation? Looks like Elder Wei's loss of power was connected to 9 Venoms Palace. Elder Wei, be careful, that girl seems to harbor deep hatred toward you. Girl, where is your mother? Cece? You heartless beepstard, how dare you call my mother that? I truly don't understand why she could never forget you, even until her death. She's passed away? Elder Wei, watch out. That girl is poisonous. Too late, this is one of 9 Venoms Palace's 5 rare poisons. Bone-clinging frost. Elder Wei, quickly take the antidote pill and sit to circulate your energy. The antidote hasn't been upgraded in forever, so it's probably not strong enough. ChangXiao, be careful not to touch any poisoned areas. This thing most likely spreads on contact. As for the antidote, I'm confident I'll make you spit it out before I burn you to ash. Child, I don't know why you hate me so much. Between your mother and me, it was more like I loved in vain. I'm not even sure if Cece ever had feelings for me. Elder Wei, have some confidence. With your glorious record, I'd say the odds she had feelings for you were at least 10,000%. Not sure if she had feelings? You're doubting that now? Father, the floor is also poisoned. Even my Imperator spirit shield is breaking through. Sect Master, be careful? You can still stand? That's marionette powder, one of the 5 great poisons. even in emperor rank should suffer unbearable pain and limb dislocation like a puppet on strings, though most of the poison was drained by the old man. You shouldn't be able to resist. I've always had slow reactions, didn't think the poisoning symptoms would lag too. You guys carry on your emotional reunion and story progression. I've been poisoned and collapsed, no threat anymore. Take another dose of peacock's gall, let's see how you resist 2 poisons. Girl. I don't know why you're calling me father, but Cece was a gentle woman, she'd never teach her child to poison others so easily. You can still move? Aren't you just a martial emperor? I'm still a martial saint. 9 Venoms poisons are something, but 3 of them aren't enough to bring me down. Go ahead and use the other 2. 4. You've already been poisoned with 4. The deadliest of the 5 poisons, incurable by any antidote, Golden Silkworm Goo, was planted in your body long ago. By my mother, the previous palace master of 9 Venoms. Impossible, Cece treated me like family, how could she poison me? Golden Silkworm Goo, rather than the number 1 poison, it's better known as 9 Venoms' greatest treasure. Cece, did you clearly understand the effects of the Golden Silkworm Goo? The one who carries the Golden Silkworm Goo will have greatly enhanced cultivation potential. Reaching emperor or even saint is no longer a dream, however, once they reach the peak of their strength. If they are too far from the one who planted the goo, their cultivation will gradually deteriorate and vanish. You're about to become palace master, stay calm. This Golden Silkworm Goo could grant us another top-tier combatant. Are you sure you want to give it to that way brat? He's an honest guy, already quite talented. With the goo, his future will be limitless. He can't even hide his feelings for you anymore. Cece, you like him too, don't you? Why not just tell him? If you two married, wouldn't everyone be happy? Granny, don't worry so much, I have my own plans. I'll go prepare the inheritance process for the goo now. Why didn't I tell him how I felt? Because Wei Lang shouldn't be trapped in 9 Venoms Palace like me. His goal is to stir up the Starfall continent. As for the goo's side effects, Wei Lang, I'll help you resolve them. But for helping you this much, it's only fair I charge a little interest, right? The Golden Silkworm Goo has both a mother and a child worm. Normally, the mother worm would be controlled by my mother, and the child worm would be inside you. The mother worm holds far greater energy, allowing it to control you. But my mother went against the flow of the cultivation method and injected all the mother worm's energy into your body. It was also during that process that I was conceived. Reverse flow, huh? Hey, you over there, what are you writing down? Nothing much, just recording some of our seniors' advanced experiences for our little Chien back home. She's still got a lot of room to grow. Girl, did your mother die because of the energy loss from the mother worm? Why the fake sentiment? According to what my mother said, after doing this, the Golden Silkworm Goo would allow you to cultivate to the peak, even if you were far from the 9 Venoms Palace. As long as you stop yearning for the person who placed the goo in you, as long as you stop harboring deep feelings for my mother, you could remain strong forever. Just like now, still high and mighty as a martial saint, my mother didn't confess her feelings to you because she wanted you to continue walking your path as a powerhouse. Cece, I owe you too much. Your energy is rapidly declining. Seems you still held some feelings for my mother. With 4 of the great poisons in your system, your mind faltering. Even as a martial saint, your life is at risk. Not to mention, you've already fallen back to the martial king level, haven't you? Cece, why didn't I realize all of this back then? Before she died, she smiled and said maybe you'd pass by the 9 Venoms Palace by chance, and that would be enough for one last meeting. Let me be the one to send you to her. Love arises without reason, and grows endlessly. Hatred disappears without a trace. With a single smile, it all fades. Elder Wei and the former palace master's love story wasn't a failure of either party. They both stubbornly sacrificed for each other, each thinking it was best, without ever having an honest conversation. One thing you misunderstood, Elder Wei truly lost his cultivation before he met me. That last pure-hearted sacred lotus we gave him didn't cure his illness. It elevated his physique and potential. His cultivation ceiling is no longer martial saint. That's why the Golden Silkworm Goo stopped suppressing his cultivation. Elder Wei has never forgotten your mother. Hang in there, Elder Wei. I'll burn out the poison in your body with heavenly thunderfire. Good thing we rehearsed on you first, ChangXiao. Not a single burn on Elder Wei this time. The sect master is really progressing fast. Is what you said really true? That old man never once forgot my mother? You're welcome to investigate. Elder Wei losing his cultivation was no secret, you know. I used to wonder why Elder Wei was so obsessed with planting herbs. Even when he had no powers, he refused to use artifacts and insisted on fighting with poison alone. Maybe deep down, someone was always with him. Mother, maybe he really wasn't the heartless man you thought he was. Humph? The Golden Silkworm Goo. Cece? Cece, is that you? Ha ha ha, you're still here. Cece, you're still here. Hey girl, what's your name again? Wei something. What do you mean Wei something? I'm the palace master of the 9 Venoms Palace, Miao Siphon. Elder Wei is one of our all-time sect's own. Seems like your mother's Golden Silkworm Goo is also becoming part of the family. How about breaking free from your secluded tradition and stepping up? Join our sect and become the head of the all-time 9 Venoms Hall. The resources and platform of our sect are beyond your imagination. Are you insane? Why would I lower myself from palace master to some hall leader? Maybe take a look at this sect joining contract I prepared. It's really generous. Aside from your poison countering techniques, I have zero interest in the all-time sect. How about a bet? You can poison me anytime, anywhere. As long as you eventually admit that you can't poison me at all, you'll have to join our all-time sect. That's your wager? If I just keep poisoning you forever, I'll never lose, right? I believe that the more you interact with our sect, the more you'll genuinely want to join us. But before that, let me give you a taste of all-time shock. A friend of mine happens to be trapped in your 9 Venoms Palace. Palace Master Shi. Don't be afraid. Jun ChangXiao is here. Dare to harm Palace Master Shi, you're courting death. Why do you all favor junior sister? Why is everyone biased toward Shi Jingxian, Master 2? I'm the senior sister, so why does she get all the love? Excuse me, coming through, Palace Master Shi, you look mentally stable enough. Do you need a fire bath to detox a bit? What's going on? Normally, shouldn't you hear out my tragic backstory first, then you talk about lofty ideals until I cry and fall to my knees? That's the usual routine, isn't it? You and I are just strangers. I have no interest in the woes of a stranger. How pitiful must you be to pour out your heart to someone like me? I'm just pissed you bullied my friend. Such refined flame control, detoxing without harm, you even dried her clothes. Sect Master Jun's cultivation has improved again. Jun. Sect Master Jun, what are you rummaging around for? Based on the 9 Venoms Palace's layout, and the building style here, it should be right about here. Found it. The 9 Venoms Palace's treasure vault is here. ChangXiao, hand me your spatial ring. Our all-time sect needs new assets. Put that down. I admit I was fooled and wrongly imprisoned your friend, and I even accept you burn half my hall, but this is straight-up robbery. Crap, muscle memory. I always loot right after a fight. It's become a habit. Put everything back. Don't think I didn't see you sneak 2 gemstones into your shoe sole. Fomer, don't be mad, the sect master's just a bit childish, but he's not a bad person. Fomer? Just because my mother accepted you doesn't mean we're close enough for you to use my nickname. I did miss your birth and your growth. I'll make it up to you. Until I'm worthy of being a good father, I won't ask you to acknowledge me. And as a good father, the first step is not letting your kid go hungry, right? I've burned off so many calories setting fires, I'm starving. Dear Palace Master, please treat us to a meal. Don't be too quick to say no. This is your perfect chance to poison me through food. Half an hour later, meals served in the back courtyard. Sect Master, have you confirmed Palace Master she isn't of the Soul Clan? The poison in her body is still a type of energy, and it wasn't absorbed. According to the descriptions left by the ancient martial emperor, she hasn't been possessed by the Soul Clan. Good to know. One more thing. My daughter seems to be very interested in you now. She's actually following all your suggestions. This is very dangerous. Please maintain your self-discipline, Sect Master. Elder Wei, you're overthinking it. In this courtyard of 3,000 pear blossoms, not one enters my heart anymore. I wonder if the 9 Venoms Palace has any culinary skills worth letting Duda learn from. Everyone dig in, these are all traditional dishes of our 9 Venoms Palace. I meant you could poison my food. But I didn't say you could mix a little food into your poison. This bowl isn't about whether it's edible or not, it's an assault on the eyes. Elder Wei, give me a bowl of porridge. Sure, I'm not really hungry anyway. This sensation. Hey, you still fell for it. The first poisonous soup was just to lower your guard, the real poison was in that porridge. The 5th forbidden poison, Wu. This poison comes from a plant unique to the 9 Venoms Palace's rear mountain. Wu itself isn't toxic, but it can numb the senses and hide true danger. It masks the presence of other deadly poisons beneath it, with the 5th poison covering it. All the fierce toxins I used should have already penetrated your body. You can't possibly incinerate yourself with sacred flame now, can you? Beg me for the antidote, and I might just give it to you. Another bowl, please, extra 5th poison. Ever since coming to the Starfall continent, I haven't tasted that numbness. I thought this land didn't have it. No need for the antidote. My divine fire can travel my entire body at will. No poison can hurt me. Palace Master Meow, can we talk? Can I buy a large batch of that 5th poison from you? I'm in urgent need. All-time strongest sect. Sect Master, are you saying you want to use our grand finale dish lineup during the early rounds of the tournament? That's right, Dudu. While you're extremely talented, you're still young. That boy surnamed Shien currently does surpass you in culinary skill. But the God of Food tournament is done in multiple rounds. To surprise the judges, every contestant saves their best dish for last. We, on the other hand, will use our trump cards in the prelims and semis from the start. We'll shock every judge and every audience member present, even if it costs us spiritual power to accelerate the aroma. We must awaken everyone's appetite. And that's when I unveil our newest secret weapon. Combined with all the exotic poisons we pillaged from the 9 Venoms Palace, I'm going to drag this God of Food tournament into the sea of people's warfare.